Product sourcing: how to avoid making the most common mistakes. Doesn't it seem like a brilliant idea, starting a home business? And it is, after all. What could be easier than sourcing some products from a wholesaler, reselling them at a profit on the internet to a worldwide audience, and enjoying a comfortable standard of living whilst working flexible hours from home? Unfortunately, the truth is that for many would-be entrepreneurs, they get left at the starting blocks, having failed to realize that whilst it is indeed relatively easy to set up a website these days or advertise products through popular online venues such as eBay or Amazon, the actual product sourcing part of the process is the real challenge, and without products it's difficult to get very far. How do you know what to sell? How do you know where to get it from and at a competitive price? How can you avoid being scammed? What about import duties and taxes if you are sourcing from abroad? And this is where many would-be home businesses go wrong before they have even started. It's a common misconception that you can order a cheap job lot of any product from a wholesaler, advertise it online, whether it's on eBay, Amazon, Craigslist, eBid, or through your own website, and it will sell. If only that were true. The reality is that if you've ordered a wholesale lot of a particular product without first checking that there are plenty of people out there who want to buy it, how will you know if it's going to sell or not? Well, you won't, is the short answer. First, you must decide what to sell, and this will obviously require some research to ensure that you choose not only the right niche, but also the right product for that niche. Don't forget that even if a particular niche is hot right now, there will be some products within that niche that are hotter than others, so you need to weed out those products from within the hot niche. That's the surefire way to make excellent profits. So, in deciding what to sell, you need to find the market first, the product second. That should be your mantra when sourcing products from now on: market first, product second. You must find what's known as a hungry crowd. This is a group of people, constantly increasing in size, that really want the product that you have available, and by purchasing it will benefit in some way. Preferably, your product is a solution to whatever problem they have. So when you find your hungry crowd, this will guarantee that your business is a success, because you want people exactly like your hungry crowd as your buyers. You want them to be clamoring for your products and buying them repeatedly. What you really want is a product that you can source and sell over and over again, so that you do not constantly have to resource and replace products that no longer apply to a hungry crowd. How to find a hungry crowd? Well, you can't stumble around waiting for a hot niche or hot product to present itself to you. This won't happen. First, you must make a definite decision regarding the niche. This could be something that you know a little about, such as a hobby or interest that you enjoy, or you could browse the magazines at your local newsagent to pick up some ideas. You must choose an overall niche before you find your hungry crowd, because otherwise you have absolutely no direction and things will become complicated. So, let's use the example here of the photography niche. It's not something that is of huge interest to me personally in this case, but there are loads of magazines out there for photography enthusiasts, such as Amateur Photographer, Photography Monthly, and What Digital Camera, to name just a few, and so I know that it's a popular hobby, and so will make a good example. The photography niche covers a wide spectrum from cameras, lenses, and accessories such as tripods, cleaners, flash systems, etc. to courses on how to become a better photographer, and so you need to discover exactly what all those photography enthusiasts are looking for right now, if they have any camera or photography problems they want solved, or if they have a real need for anything, and if so, what it is. This is where you start to find your hungry crowd. Where do you look? Well, you will most likely be selling your products online, and so, unsurprisingly, the internet is the first place you should look to conduct your research. Search online. Remember to avoid using really general terms when you are sourcing products online. If you Google, for example, wholesale camera, then you are likely to end up with results running into the millions, which I'm sure you don't want to trawl through. On the other hand, if you add the search term distributor or trade and use the actual product name of the camera, then you will get more focused results. So, just by refining your search, your chances improve immediately of finding what you are looking for. You can often discover manufacturers through stock photos posted online too. Use Google Images to find these. Although Google is a fantastic research tool, there are many more ways of sourcing products, so you need to try and resist the temptation to spend hours looking for secret deals and sources that you will probably never find, and use other methods too. Subscribe to trade magazines. There are hundreds of trade magazines around, and those related to your niche will be full of advertisements from suppliers, distributors, and manufacturers. Before the age of the internet, this is how business was done, all offline, and it worked then and it still works now. Try the Trader magazine as a good starting point, which is available in most newsagents, or if you don't want to buy a hard copy you can view their online magazine. Go to trade fairs. Visiting trade fairs takes a little bit more effort than surfing from the comfort of your own home. However, it's often worth it because there is so much scope for networking and sourcing. You can physically talk to suppliers and establish a rapport, which ultimately will make it much easier for you to negotiate some great prices later on. Trade fairs take place all over the country and internationally throughout the year, so there is bound to be one near you. Use business directories. The Yellow Pages is your friend, but sadly a friend that is often overlooked. We are so used to looking everything up online that we don't think of going back to the good old-fashioned directories, but believe it or not, not all wholesalers or manufacturers have an online presence. They do, of course, have a telephone, so you can simply call them and ask for a brochure instead. Easy and local. Check the product packaging. Here's another great method, but again one that is so often overlooked. If there is a specific product you want to get your hands on and you don't know who makes it, then simply buy one yourself. Most, if not all goods will include the manufacturer's name or at least some reference to the manufacturer on the packaging, and if you're lucky then the distributor's name might be on there too. So, once you know who makes the product, you just go straight to the source. Once you know which company makes the product, which isn't difficult to find out as I've just mentioned, you can contact them and find out who their distributors are. There's no need to be frightened by this prospect, because after all, it's not highly confidential, top secret information you are requesting. At the end of the day, the manufacturers want your business and your money, so they will have no problem in supplying you with a list of distributors to purchase your own stock from. You then simply contact the distributor directly. Finally, product sourcing for your online business can often seem very daunting because it requires research and effort on your part to make sure you find the best products in the best niches. These tips will put you on the right track and help you to understand how it all works so that you don't make the same mistakes that many others do when starting a business from home. Follow my advice, and what should I sell, and where do I get it from, will be a thing of the past. Just remember the mantra: market first, product second, followed by solve a problem.